Dear Lily Allen, remember when you pretended, Lily, that you were truly independent, Lily, faking like you made it all alone, but you were legally with legal part of Parlophone, oh yeah. So when you lectured me, I thought I'd file share my thoughts on your epic wig, Lily. Now first I must sing your praises, I love your singing, but I'll just say this. I saw on your MySpace pages saying file sharing the new ice age, but the industry's a recent innovation. Music's been alive, thriving since cavemen. Folk songs so long I've had a place in communities that you should be amazed at it. Then one day came intellectual property, meaning everything that thought you can't copy me. And if honesty's the best policy, I'd say songs are better off without this monopoly. It'd blatantly be a major fail if they patented the major scale. And downloads don't equate to sales, so taking them away won't make you pay up. Just precludes me from sending your tunes to my friends, so we all lose in the end. You lose potential fans and we lose respect for the fact that you're desperate for cash. But what do you expect from the lass who's collecting a fat bank check from the man? While her fans are collecting their glasses for minimum wage they'll spend on her tracks. Dear Lily, why are you being this silly? You're sincerely that boy.
Okay, we are back. Good morning, yeah. Damn, that's right. We got shirt lad bear. As in, you know, the high energy shirt lad. Oh, alright. Got my mic set up, so now I should be audible. Sorry for the initial technical fumbles. The intro song was Dear Lily from Dan Ball, which, well, as I said, I'm not necessarily a fan of, you know, the songs that are, you know, kind of made as gimmicks, but yeah, I can respect the man's stances on IP shit. Anyways, let's get started. Is the Gundam G Generation World. Of course, this is a fine piece of gaming history. Basically, you know, a quote-unquote soft reboot to Overworld. Made for PSP, by the way. And honestly, I think this one and later Overworld were what, you know, set basically the golden standard for what the modern G generation games are to be. Alright then, yeah, let's get rolling. Hopefully I don't get, you know, copy struck for for the intro song on the game. You know, I would doubt that, you know, it would get hit for the damn bull song. I mean, wouldn't put it past the YouTube Johnnies, but I think the man isn't a hypocrite when it comes to, you know, copyright, so yeah. Hopefully no copyright trouble. No shenanigans, as I might put it. Also, a quick notice for everyone in the chat and everyone watching. If you want me to, I can. There's there's exactly 10 custom character slots. So if you're fast enough, you know, just holler in the chat, let me know, and I'll go make and I'll go make you one. You know, you even get to name it and give it abilities. You know, what do you think of that, chats? Yeah, that could be fun. At least, in my honest opinion. Alright, let's get this show on the road. You know, admittedly, I've started early, so it do be how it be, but doobie. Yeah, you see, this is before basically the, you know, graphic upgrade patches, which, at least I think so. I have a hunch that it's the Overworld that has the HD graphic patch, not this one. Though I could be mistaken. Then again, this is more or less optimized on PSP, which you could see with, you know, GGen Portable, and with how various assets were, you know, kind of stitched together to kind of work smoothly. So it's rather visible on the emulators. Anywho, welcome. And oh, who do we have here? Midnight Header. Welcome. Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the stream. I've cracked open a game of SD Gundam G Generation World. You know, I'm playing on new save, so that if anybody, you know, wants to, they can make their own custom characters and such. This is the initial stage, which is kind of supposed to basically introduce the player to the mechanics, but I can just, you know, speedrun it, quote unquote. So yeah, I'm just gonna hit the Gira Zulu with the strongest attack, which, you know, of course is gonna be a giant sniper blast, featuring the rifle bits, because these are neat. We got, of course, we got the unicorn, since this one was from the early 2010s, so, you know, that's a given. And yeah, let's see. Yeah, if I run it as a multi-target attack, it should. Oh, okay. I'm gonna save scum a little bit. Okay, we got two of them, and the third one. All right. Now let's see if I can hit them again. With this one, and I think the ship can actually. No, it can't. Shame. Because sometimes you could, in this series of games, there's a very cool mechanic where you can use the ship as an assist, which is this purple icon over here. Yep, I am doing quite well. In fact, I've at the long last, I finally got a decent amount of sleep. No, okay, I'm gonna show the assist fire real quick. And yeah, so yeah, I finally got to properly recharge my batteries. Still a little, you know, still trying to keep myself busy with, you know, job hunting and, you know, doing other stuff, you know, school projects. But yeah, I generally managed to finally give myself a break, which honestly came in handy, because I like for a few days after the crossbone thing went out, I felt like, you know, the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm a melting! Yeah, something along those lines. Then again, to be fair, it wasn't, you know, anything heavy per se, so yeah, maybe it's just, you know, me getting used to doing long form stuff, and then, you know, then catching up with the IRL stuff, you know, shortly afterwards, you know, in such a way where, you know, where it's like, you know, without a bit of a, you know, time buffer for having a break. But, you know, at least I get used to it, honestly, and oh, look, we even got the Cremaker to show up. Well, okay, we got the Arch Gundam. What more encounters can I get? Alright. And guess what? Thanks to the popular demand, as in the popular demand of, like, you know, three guys overseas who somewhat like Seed. We got Kirigaya Kazuto from Sword Art Online, of course. You know, the hit series. Of course, I don't know a single soul who wouldn't know that series due to its notorious, well, depending on who you ask, either notorious quality or, you know, the lack thereof, of course. And, yeah. Let's roll. Yes, that's the Infinite Justice, so, one rifle blast for this one. And yeah, I've always liked the G generation games. Well, first due to the fact that I could, you know, play around with things like the, you know, Shuzram Galas and such that aren't necessarily seen that prominently in a lot of Gundam game entries. But at the same time, you know, as I played more and more of the games, I got the impression that, you know, this is basically, I doubt that there's ever gonna be a, you know, a Lord of War video game, even though that would be pretty fucking cool. This is probably the closest we're ever getting to that. Oh, unless there's, you know, I haven't played the Rogue Company games, so perhaps. Hold up, is it the Rogue Company games that's the one with the. Here, let me check. Cause I think there's oh, Jagged Alliance, my bad. Yeah, I heard that one is somewhat close to basically a grid strategy with mercs. But yeah, personally I prefer the G-Gen's take on you know, having a ship full of mobile suits and stuff. So I always just, you know, like to pretend that I'm actually, you know, gun running in a Gundam or a Zaku or an Efreet and being like, you know, there's one Zaku per, no, one egg guy per every citizen of the world. Now the question is, how do I arm the other, you know, the other 10, I guess. I don't know whether I've goofed up in this equation, maybe I did, but never said I'm good at math. Alright then, so, it should be done fairly fast, because these are, you know, fairly high-end units, so you can basically get this thing done within a few turns. Just like this. Okay, and just, yeah, use these. Also, funny thing, if you're still in the chat header, I've you know, when I was bored like a couple of weeks ago, I actually went to look up, you know, the old header gaming streams, and yeah, there's been a very good piece of advice that I've taken to heart with the G generation games, since, you know, I've in all of these entries, well, barring the obvious older stuff like, you know, Portable, etc. I was always the type that would upgrade, power or dodging or stuff like that. But yeah, I have realized how prudent it is to upgrade the energy pools even in the newer games, cause yeah, as I've been running. Yeah, I think you did Genesis, if I recall. You did cover that one. I'm not sure if it was the Vita version or the PS4 one, but anyways. So we have all these various characters from from their respective series. We got, of course, Gramaker, the Gundam, aka Setsuna. We got Shinasuka, the Kira clone with anger issues, Efron, Kirito from Sword Art Online, the Trap from Turn A. We've got Garrett from Mad Max, the Funny Shark clone, the guy who's totally impervious to falling damage. We got Gohan from Dragon Ball Z, Uso from Victory, or as or as some people like to call it, a late UC fanfiction. Then there's of course Tobia Aronex from Crossbone, Kincaid now from Crossbone, Amro, Char, the guy who has no carrots and no stuff. Then Nightmare of Solomon. We got, of course, the oh hell yeah, you can do so, Heather. You got my full support. That would be fun. That would rustle some Gmails. Of course, we got our favorite space autist new type, Camille Bedan, Quattro Formaggi. This famous Ayuk pilot with his cheese-colored mobile suit. There's of course Jared Mesa, which is funny because if I recall correctly, Mesa is a table in Spanish, and this guy, his nose looks a little flatter, so there's a non-zero chance of him being smacked on the table. Of course, we got the Giga Chad Judo Ashta, the 30-something office lady Haman Sama, Amuro Ray 2, and Quattro Formaggi 2. And of course we got the Banana Boy. Well, I mean, no one who's watching, I guess we should get the early access to everyone's favorite Zeta Gundam variant, as in the Zeta. Alright, so this is our initial setup. As you can see, this is the, I think this is a ship based on the White Ark class from F91, if I recall correctly, called the Carry Base. We got one Phoenix Zero, two Tornado Gundams, because we got the basic version of the Zeta, which I think that should turn into either Nemo at level 2, Memphis at level 3, Basic Zeta at level 5, and the Harrow at level 13. Let's see, can we combine? No, we can't. Oh well. Well then. No carrots and no bitches. That's right, I think I posted a meme, on, I'm pretty sure it was on Friday, but I have to go fetch that picture, cause Thank you for reminding me, Heather. 'Cause I think I've got just the right meme for it, but you know, searching on my computer is like, yep. Oh well, where? I think it should be somewhere under the label of Full Burner Friday or something like that. Of course, I seem to have lost it. Okay. Oh, good. Found it. Okay, now let's see. Where did I stash that? Where did Shirtlight stash that? Let's hope it's okay, so fill in images. Custom images. Alright, okay, now where did I oh, yeah, it's in the main folder. Oh, my bad. So it's yeah, sorry for you know, stalling out the stream. I just open. And yes, this the statement of truth. You know, if you do not eat your vegetables, if you do not eat your carrots, ye shall get cucked. Because a very useful lesson for the youth at the time, and that is to eat healthy, lest the NTR scenario happens. Of course, we can also make ourselves a custom character, which, you know, since we have 10 slots, and we got people in the chat, gonna name another character. So, yeah, let's go with where's the key? Oh, there we go. Alright. We got Midnight Header. So we shall make ourselves. I hope there's an Invisible Knights pilot character, so that we can, you know, run it. Okay, so this should be the, you know, balanced setup. Which, let's see, what spacesuit shall we give that character? I wonder. I mean, I'm gonna guess that either Zeon or Ayug. What do you think? I mean, or the Titans? That would be neat. Yeah, I'm thinking of going Invisible Knights. And okay, what music can we give it? I'm hoping that this one actually has the video game tracks as you know, as the ones that can be picked, but I doubt that. So let's see. I guess I'll just go with. You know, the usual Zeta track. Alright, why not? Alright, we got our first custom character. And we shall actually move Camille over here. And yeah. Since we have a custom character, we can kind of save on the costs. And therefore, what shall we... I mean, we got these things, you know, fairly early. So I'm saying we use Gem Sniper. Then we use the combine thing. Oh, I thought yeah, my bad. Give me a second, I'll go into the collection mode. Because I think there has to be one for the Drassi, you know. Alright, so I think there was one with that had Drosy, but I don't I'm not sure whether this one has. So I think next thing I should probably check out is if I go through the game one combinations. Oh. Is there any... Oh well. So... let's just make do with what we have. Which, I don't think we can sortie that thing in space, so... guess we can just, you know, run the good old Zaku's. Yeah, well. Let's roll! Let's go! So, honestly, if we have that much dosh already, I think we can, you know, reassign these units. I think I should be able to afford at least something like, not necessarily a ball, because, you know, a ball at this very moment would be fairly useless, but not an Astra either. If I get myself I guess another Zaku one, then yeah, I could turn that thing into a Borjarnon or a Zuda or a Zaku one, so yeah. I think I'm running with that. And we got the last 10k, which, yeah, that's a free Argo right here. So I think I should use the Phoenix Zero instead. And of course, since this is a Tornado Gundam, it should be freebies for both the Zaku Cannon and the Zaku Sniper type, which then in turn, basically, yeah, that's a Zaku Kai, High Mobility Zaku, and the GIF. This one is, yep, that should make sense. Anywho, we got 3 maps, the MSG. I think this one is from one of the either the second or the third episode. This is the first one of the first episodes of Seed, and this should be the first episode of Diablo. Oh well. Well then, let's roll. There's been some fun happenings, you know, over where I reside, cause you know, there's a piece of tabloid, which you know, I honestly should have you know, stashed this story for a bit later. Oh, okay. I just used the wrong save slot, so just click this one, undo last save, and just have to mess with the save states because I've got the main save file on the save state one, and I didn't want those things to intersect. Anyways, so Gundam Sortie, and of course, since I can hit him with the hammer, and I can hit him with a ship, that's what I'm going to do. Funnily enough, Amro's theme in this one is actually the, I think it's called Incandescent War. It's the M18 tracks. It's the M18 track from the compilation movies. Funnily enough, and yeah, this track is, I think it was used as Amro's theme since Spirits, I think, and of course, you know, Char has his Red Comet theme, which, you know, that's fairly bog standard for. He doesn't use the, you know, Gallant Char theme. He's running the do 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 dum do do dum. Oh well, if I don't blow it to smithereens, you know, right away, we might even get to listen to it. So yeah, I might try not to do that. Unless, of course. Okay, I got that. Zaku almost down, and of course, you know, I'm gonna feed it all to the Zeta, because in this case, oh, so that's a 1500, which means, yeah, I better use the HML and bore a hole in this Zaku too. Poor little thing, but, you know, it is what it is. War is hell. Now, I think I... Okay, what's the... Oh. Oh, well. Yeah, I should have definitely gone for the brake trigger, but... Oh look, there's Char's theme. You know, the Red Comet. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. You know, I really like how it seems almost as if the theme was, you know, lingering, as opposed to something, you know, more you know, vibrant, more vivacious, if I may say so. Because you know, generally most of Char's themes are super upbeat, super high energy, and this one's a little calmer. Of course, we have performed the sign of Zeta, so of course we got Quattro Formaggi in his glorious Rick Diaz, in his you know, custom red colors, and of course his you know, special needs foster child by the name of Camille. We got the other blondie over there, and of course Appley and Roberto, because you know, those are the MVPs of AUG, and since I didn't wipe Char out in the first turn as Amro, we're not getting the bonus unit, so I guess they'll have to wait for when I run this one again. However, now, let's see, can we get the last Zaku with a hammer? Of course. And I am gently tapping the fast forward button so that you don't have to, you know, it doesn't get too flashy to the point where it, you know, comes off as a Coco Melon ripoff, but at the same time it saves on your time. And there's some longer sequences. Of course, in this game the Zeta doesn't have the beam guns. Well, the beam guns on the side of the machine, which, yeah, that is apparently a thing. And speaking of side beam guns, it's also a thing on the next boss on EX versus iterations of the machine. Also, before I forget, the funny story of originated from recent happenings. It's not necessarily like happenings on the news, but happenings in the news. You know, I like whenever I'm over at my whenever I'm over at Grandma's house, I tend to you know, read up on the tabloid mags that are stashed in the cupboard. And the thing is, like, they're not any, you know, special stuff. They're basically lame and somewhat worthless. But there is a catch to this, because the tabloid magazine in question has a very specific column, which you know, it's kind of trying to roleplay as BuzzFeed and, you know, do the, you know, we're gonna do this column about interpersonal relationships, and you know, we're gonna regurgitate some basically we're gonna regurgitate whatever we find either on the internet or, you know, whatever crack pipe we're sourcing this from. Now the funny thing is that in the most recent recent issue of this tabloid, the actual the guy who's writing these articles actually found out about a certain semi-popular meme as of recently with the, you know, plap 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 get brain. Shit. So he's like, I must write an article about that, and it's the most hilarious shit possible, you know. Since it's obviously in my native tongue, I can't really post it up anywhere without it, you know, outing where I reside. So yep, I'm gonna have to disappoint with that. But yeah, suffice to say, it was very fun to just, you know, behold. The journalist has been exposed to memes. Whatever shall happen next. Of course. And yeah. Among other things, I've also I've been also looking into some PS1 Gundam games in order to basically recreate the hold up, what's the brake trigger on? Oh crap, I messed up the brake conditions. It doesn't matter though, but that's a bummer. But yeah, I've been looking into the various PS1 games for that end. And yeah. Long story short, I've amassed a few. So if I've got enough of them, you know, during this weekend, and I kind of, you know, de-rust from Gun Bill Master, you know, when I get my high GOG muscle memory back. And then you might see something along the lines of a you might see something along the lines of another game extreme, though obviously with ew. Though obviously with PS1 games as opposed to, you know, other stuff. Also, okay, I don't know what that thing is, but yeah, I think I should probably just, you know, add one more character on board. I just had that arbitrary need. Oh yeah. Look how fast the things are leveling up. And as I said, that's an ammo. Unfortunately, it wouldn't level back, so yeah, our best bet is to, like, for fast leveling and getting more things to the roster, I think we'd have to go for the Memphis, yeah. Also, yeah, as some of you had noticed, I'm replaying the first stage in order to get Char in a single turn, so that I can basically hold up. Think, Shirtlet, think. Yeah, so if I play my cards right, I should be able to hit Char with alright. Beam rifle. I think I should reach him with the spread beam as well. Oh yeah. That's basically a given. Now I could Wave Rider crash him, but yeah, screw that. I'm actually gonna run the Zaku Bazooka, which leaves him with 5.7k. Now that's great news for us, since now we can basically run the ship assist. Let's hope the RNG is gonna be merciful to us. No, and yes! Good! You see, the reason I'm doing this is so that there's obviously gonna be, you know, Camille and the gang, you know, with Jared and such. However, we got Gato. We've got Gato. Of course, we have the. We don't have a turn limit for this one, so we can basically move this one around. You know, get some space between the Ayug and the Titans, so that I can basically follow up on the whole thing without having to spread my forces too thin. Yes, I'm thinking of strategy in a game like this. Feel free to, you know, feel free to laugh at me. I won't mind. But yeah. Oh, what is up, Paladin? I'm playing a bit of SD Gundam G Generation World. And yeah, doing pretty well. Alright, so I guess that's just 3 claps for Camille and the Zaku. Now that I think about it, I should probably get the bow early. That would also be fun. And yeah, gimmick of this stream is that I've started a brand new save of SD Gundam G Generation World, and you know, if people in the chat want me to, I can make them. Well, either want me to, or if there's any people in the chat, I can, you know, make them their own custom characters. Like I made one for Heather, since he tuned in. And yeah, I think that's a high Mozaku, right in the making. The Zeon needs just a little bit of XP too, so I think, oh yeah, the guy's going for defense, which means I'm gonna use the good old Gundam Hammer, you know, Gundam Hammer with an assist from the ship. Because, you know, that is the way, as the Mandalorians would put it. So, let's see, how can we bully Jared, since that is probably the secondary theme for the stream, given that we've ran the stage like twice. Let's see, now, let's set the formation like this, so that I can still hit him. Alright. Now, I should probably stash the Zaku 2 away. Also, a funny thing, in this game there's an oddly flexible you know, chance step limit, where I think they can go up to 5 for some reason. You know, I just find it rather amusing. Anyways, let's see, if I hit him with the beam rifle, he can use the defense command. Same goes for this one. I guess he has a map attack. Okay, Gato, do you have a map attack? Of course he has. Son of a... Okay, that's gonna be a problem. However, if I am to engage him at point blank, he will have to basically counterattack or guard, which, you know, the AI is more likely to counterattack because, you know, these enemy units are usually treated as expendable, which means that that's a freebie for the tornado. And the reason I want to level up the tornado is so that I can make the Phoenix 0 and get stuff that way. Since both in world and overworld, the you know, the other evolutions or upgrades for the Phoenix 0 are just, you know, other starter units. So yeah, that checks out. Oh, that's nice. Reaction and mobility, good stats to invest in. That's a good question, since there's obviously, like, in my opinion, to a degree, but you know, as I've played a lot of the older games where obviously you're forced to rely on your ship more, I'm gravitating more towards energy upgrades. And yeah, good for you playing Overworld on PPSSPP. That's nice to hear. You know, one of those two, you know, World Overworld games that has an actual English patch. And yeah, honestly, I'd be lying if I said I don't hold Overworld in some sort of high regard. since that's one of the first GGN games that I got into, emulating right after, running Genesis on the Switch emulator. But Genesis is good. So is Cross Race, though. There's obviously, ups and downs to each GGN entry. It may seem samey in some regards, but obviously there's some differences in rosters and in story campaigns, and of course the probably the main reason why people play it, and both the mechanics and the mobile suits. So yeah, let's see. That's a ship with 3 Terran space types. That's 1 Terran space commander. I think I still have time before they get here, so I'll just stash these away. And they'll work. Also, another thing I sort of remembered now that I'm thinking back at it was what's the best thing about summer jobs at music festivals? The fact that you can that sometimes when there's freebies in other tents, you can you're sometimes eligible to get those freebies, which I made good use of. Though it was fairly fun how I was working one year there with one of my acquaintances, and the acquaintance in question is is a coffee freak. So I'm like, yo, there's this spot that offers coffee. All I have to do is to go there and show up with an ID, and so they were like, okay, go for it. It was basically the quote-unquote cup was made of the same material as ice cream cones. So it was like, it was early in the morning. The shifts were from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. So yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I was like, I'll go get it. Yeah, Genesis is speak. As Hyder says, Genesis is speak. Okay, back to the tangent. The funny thing was that, I went there and they were like, oh, are you an adult? And I'm like, yes, I am. Because, at the time I was around 18. Now, the funny thing is that, the thing that I realized a few seconds after walking to that, large spot which had advertised that they have free coffee, is that they were basically a stand that had some promotions for vaping cigarettes. So so imagine just like a fairly slim and lean 18 something dude just walking up there and being like, yo, I want to get that free coffee. They're like, oh, all right, show us that ID, some ID, young man. I was like, all right, the ID checked out, and the funny thing was like, they really thought I'd go in there and order some cigarettes, and I was just there just for the coffee. So it was quite comedic when I walked out of there with with that ice cream cone cap. And yeah, thing is, the fella that I was there with, you know, drank almost all of it, so all I had was the ice cream cone with the remains of the coffee. All right, so this is a bit of a problem because I got hit by the ship. Oh, good. The safe scumming has finally paid off. Oh shit, this is gonna be a bit of a problem. However, I can still, you know, defend against the attack. Holy moly, this unit is almost down. Which means return to Wave Rider. Now, advance. Booyah. I just have to get this thing to level 3, which means that I have to get this one on to level 3 as well. So, is there anything low enough for me to hit? Well, there's this one. Oh yeah, 2.5k. It's alright, because I can, I'll basically use it as a springboard. That's right. That's right, you know, the Human Reform League, I'm using your mobile suits as springboards. Well, this is the jet stream attack, except it's, yeah. Except I'm subverting the... Oh my, I am subverting the expectations, I'm subverting! Anyways, oh, 3.3. Alright, yeah, let's, I'm gonna believe in the sign of Zeta. That the Zeta's actually gonna break out there. That would be great, honestly. Oh! Booyah! We broke out there. Fresh-faced, Yep. Fresh-faced shirtlight getting free coffee vapes. I mean, I didn't get a single vape. It was like... Because, you know, admittedly I don't smoke. Because I'm not necessarily a fan of the smell, besides, you know, it's not necessarily the best thing for my health, but yeah, I just went to a vape stand to get free coffee, which, at least I personally find very funny. Like, you know, going back to it, you know, realizing how how goofy it must have, you know, come off. It's like, you know, I think, I think I was even, you know, without my beard, and you know, whenever I'm clean shaved, it's like, you know, people's perception of my age is suddenly, you know, 5 years down. So that was fun. That was a genuinely genuinely funny moment. Oh shit though. Crap. I have to dodge it. Okay, we're gonna be doing a lot of safe scumming, because I got a little too cocky, and now I don't want to lose any units, because that would be bad, okay? Oh well, good. It did hit nothing, because admittedly all of the G generation games are super into, shall we say, you know, the whole snowballing effect, where you kind of have to, level things up over time, and things are, you know, stronger and stronger, to the point where aside from map attacks, you're impervious to a lot of hits that would usually kill you. Surely due to the, you know, due to the snowball evasion stat alone. Which, you know, that's something I can always get behind. Also, I'm outpacing the Titans, which means that, you know, if I play my cards right, I might as well get some freebies. Which, you know, that's always quite the boon, to be honest. But yeah, fresh-faced shirt lad getting free coffee waves. Oh yeah, that got a chuckle out of me. All right, so. Now that I think about it, coffee waves. I mean, that sounds interesting. You know, well, if I recall, I do know a few fellers that you know, that do mess with the you know, with the I'm pretending that this is not a cigar thing, so you know, that this is not a cigarette thing. So yeah, I think that would the coffee flavor would not be half bad, I guess. I don't know. Haven't tried, and I likely won't. So going by an estimation. Anyways, it appears that our glorious Zakutu is finally back. And that's what a bummer. I have to hit this one so that it's slow enough. Because for some reason it was like, no, you hit it, but no. But now I should have just the right amount of topped up units to the point where, yeah, that should work. Also, Crossy Paladin asks, have you played enough of the Giron's Grid? So far I've only tried the Menace of Axis. I really want to try getting into Giron's Greed as a franchise, but you know, like from what I've played so far of it, you know, I even wanted to try the Emblem of Gundam game for I think Game Boy Advance or so, but there's a problem that I keep running into, and that is not necessarily a game issue, but a me issue, because every time I touch Giron's Greed, it eats like half of my day. You know, this is literally the game that you can start playing at basically 10 a.m. and you get off the game at 9 a.m. the next day, of course. So yeah. Like, for quite a long time I couldn't, you know, really pace myself with games like the Nier Automata, you know, that was also the sort of the game that, I'd be like, oh, that's a cool game, I'm gonna spend about half of my day on it. So, yeah. So it would either be getting more hardcore into Giron's Greed, or oh crap! I accidentally hit it with something that's already fairly leveled up. But but yeah, like it's from what I've played, you know, I've played just enough for me to unlock the Hidolfer, of course at the expense of you know, Sonnen the Barbarian, the Giga Chad with the tank, So yeah, there's I'm basically faced with this dilemma of either being able to to get like more hardcore into that game, or being productive at all. That's probably the best way to put it. There are some games that are like complete time sinks, where you just where you have to physically keep yourself away from it, otherwise you're gonna be unable to do any progress on everything else. Also, I think yeah, I should probably keep this thing, so that now I can give the XP to something that needs it. So I think yeah, that's gonna go towards that Zach wants XP, so that I can turn that into a zoot up, and yeah, happy days, happy days. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna have a pure time. Everyone's a noble mind. Oh yeah. Speaking of pure times and noble minds, I think the Zeta is almost at the level where I think it's either almost or exactly at the level where I can turn that into a Mephis, which in turn can turn into a Zeta, which kind of lets me get more things on the production list, which is obviously, at least in my opinion, a big plus. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get back into action. Okay, let's see. Did I chip the paint on the well, on the GM Quell? Of course not. Okay, let's fix that. Yeah, well, I may be playing this thing rather frantically. I don't necessarily have the proper proper background footage from Family Guy and Subway Surfers. Apologies to my Zoomer audience. I cannot provide such entertainment. Anyways, get just enough for a Zaku Kai, which that could be a good pick, since yeah, for some reason the Zaku Kai can turn into a high Zack, so we got a nice little fast track. Let's play this one. Let's run something that's like low damage, so that so I don't hog the kills. The Zaku one could use all the XP it can get, and this stage is making it rather easy. I honestly prefer this new leveling system to the ones in the older Gundam games where the rank ups were much slower, and that's solely due to the fact that, well, mainly due to the fact that there was a very, I'd say, interesting gimmick where the levels kind of remained. So if you had a Zanny, which that's a mobile suit from Strategy Fleet, it had a certain if you got the gym from a Zanny at level 3, it stayed a level 3 gym. So obviously, if there was a mobile suit evolution that was a level above that, you were basically forced to level up the thing again. Well, you were starting from 3, so therefore the upgraded form had to be moved, two levels up. A desert gym at level 3 had to be moved there. It had to be moved to level 5, Still 2 levels apart from that. And that's how you get Psycho Gundam or something like that at level, I don't know, at around level 52 or something. Psycho Gundam Mark III with an upgraded form of you know, the Cube Psycho Gundam at level 62. Yeah, the thing can get ridiculous fairly fast. But anyways, let's oh crap! I accidentally threw it out. Oh, there we go. So that's our Zaku 1. And since we already got the Zaku Sniper, I think, yeah, I'll run the Zuda. We even got the Commander Top. That can turn into the Dome or the Rick Dome, so that's a plus. Let's get the Phoenix Zero onto the production list, which leaves us 2 open spots that I will definitely fill in with useful things, such as Zaku Cannon. That doesn't sound half bad though. I'm tempted to run the Gaza Sea, because that's a fairly versatile thing at you know, when going with low-end mobile suits, and that's a rather hard choice. Okay, let's see what Ergo can. Oh, I can turn that thing into a big Rang if we keep with the space ones. Alright, so now we get the Haimo Zaku or the Zaku Kai, which I think I will go with the Zaku Kai to unlock the Egg Zaku or the High Zaku or the Zaku 3. Let's see. I want to check for sure whether the Zeta is. Yep, it is accessible. I think that's yeah. This should be a resale. This is a Hyakushiki, and that's a Zeta 2 on level 6. Interestingly enough, let's get some upgrades in. All right, we got the Nemo. Nice. That should be a fairly successful run, and we got Audrey Byrne, which, you know, obviously that's Minerva. And yeah, I'm gonna keep to my promise, and I'm gonna make another character. We got Krusty Paladin, so obviously we're gonna add Mr. Krusty Paladin into the pilot roster. Cross P-R-A-U-S-T-Y B-A-L-A-D-I-N. I know. Oh, good. Let's see. It could be like max attack. And I think I'll go with. All right. Any suggestions on what suit I should go with, or should I just go with one at random? Because I mean, yeah, 0096 uniform. Why not? I mean, I could make that abroad, but. And let's give it a. Oh, Sharfim. That one's also fairly good. Alright, so we got a new pilot, and that means that there's gonna be some additions to the group sortie. Obviously, from our fine lineup. And yeah, this thing's already looking much better. Because now I can do some myth with the mythacy. Alright, so And this is a stage where I have to go back and forth a lot, so I think I'll go with the Heliopolis, you know. I think this one's called the False Peace, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's a fun one. Also, random tangent, but a somewhat interesting one. All right, did anyone in the chat see? Did anyone in the chat see the movie by the name of Running Man? Or read the book, from the Stephen King book, which the guy was like, no, I'm just gonna write it under a pseudonym. Though, admittedly, it's a pretty fun book. Even despite the eccentricities of the author. That's probably the best way to frame it. Because I mean, like my personal take on the guy is that basically I can't really speed all the way there within 2 turns, unless I might be able to do so, but I think that basically his drug habit hard carried his writing, and that if he didn't have Mr. Cocaine as his little helper, I think that there's a lot of books that he wouldn't be able to do. But, I'll give credit where it's due. He makes some, decent stuff. Although, I believe that his stay on certain social media platforms did do some damage to his psyche, but I digress. Anywho, let's roll. We got Mr. Efron over here in his ages. Enough. I hope I can. Ah, shit! Can't reach. Can't reach either. Can't reach either. Damn. Okay, what about no, can't reach. What about this one? Back beam guns, knuckle buster, anything? Oh, 47%. Oh, it's not a good percentage, and I should probably have gotten some better mobile suits, but yeah, it's not the end of the world. It's just that I'd have to replay this one with some with obviously some better gear, because I mean once you get the thing going, it's so it's only that I have to find him. Oh, I was almost worried that I had to get the Efron, since that would be a bit of a problem. Also, this is just low gil kills 2 gems. Well, that should be fairly straightforward. I better pull it back a little bit so that I can actually do some decent damage. Speaking of decent damage, that's a freebie for Camille, of course. And moving the ship downwards. I might give the mobile armor kill to Diago, so that I can can get it to the what was it called? Let me check. Oh yeah, the mobile armor from the tail end of Igloo, I think. Alright, that should be it for this turn. And yeah, it was probably... I probably forgot to bring up a tangent that I started, but yeah, funnily enough, before I went off to the faraway land of the rising sun during the holidays, I tried to, you know, I was really hyped about, you know, going to the arcade. So, so basically the thing I did was that uh, I tried to get some of the folks at home into playing Gundam versus, well, to mixed degrees of success, obviously. And yeah, the fun thing was that well, 2 out of 3 people, you know, tried to get into it. So you know, that was fun. I had a good time, you know, training my stuff, finding out that the cool stuff that arcade people do is, you know, somewhat challenging to do on a controller for a, you know, when it comes to a person like me who hasn't really used a controller for you know, most of his life. You know, I've admitted multiple times that I'm a person that you know, used to play predominantly on PC. Now I'm still playing on PC, but now I'm also emulating. So yeah, let's see. Also, it's fun. Well, it's funny that in G Generation World they made ship turning take a whole turn. You know, if I do this, the ship is, you know, finalized. You know, it's I think G Generation Genesis was the one that introduced the mechanic of, you know, ships moving and then being able to fire just like the rest of the units and such. So yeah, honestly, suffice to say, I'm grateful for the I'm grateful for the little advances in the mechanics. And there I go, you know. There I go, interrupting myself in the middle of a sentence again, right? Yeah, it's a habit that I should probably drop. Cause yeah. Going back to it, yeah, there's well, there's not a lot of people, you know, where I live that I can interested in playing some Gundam games. You know, there's still some, yeah. Mainly due to the fact that you know, I tried setting up mini tournaments for other games. You know, when I finally got my hands on basically an emulated copy of Guilty Gear X2, that's when I tried you know, setting up a weekly, you know, a weekly tournament system, sort of in the same vein as the Bully Night that used to run on the channel Graded Place. And yeah, I managed to get some folks at home to actually play, which was fun. Also, oh, nice! I can multi-target. Yep, the ships can multi-target in this game, which is another boon. You know, with the G generation titles, I'd say there is a bit of a pattern where the games obviously, they add something neat, but over time when they have to make certain things more efficient, they drop certain things, such as the multi-lock attack. Excuse me. And yeah, basically there's stuff sacrificed for the sake of keeping certain upgrades coming, which I do have admittedly mixed feelings on that. Since if you look at cross race, you basically get the multi-lock attacks back, but it's in the form of raid attacks, and of course there's other interesting gameplay changes. So yeah, I think calling it a mixed bag is probably the best way to describe the philosophy of changes in the G Generation series. 'Cause I mean, yeah, some people like the fact that we had the Nether Gundam. Some people even liked the map attack of the Nether Gundam being the wind blowing, oddly enough. But yeah, times they are a changing, I suppose. So yeah, I'd say that it was inevitable that these less prominent things about the games had to be somewhat dropped for the sake of keeping the upgrades coming. At least that's the way I see it. I mean, if you look at something like I don't know, I'm struggling to find an example, but if you look at G Generation Genesis, and you look at something like Spirits or Overworld, you can, like, if you've played Spirits or Overworld, you're gonna miss some things. However, at the same time, you're gonna be happy about the fact that they've added some more new things. But yeah, like when going from G-Gen F to portable, you can obviously see the attack using the windmill being removed. Because I mean, it's not necessarily the most useful thing, so that makes sense. And eventually, obviously, certain less known units were dropped as well. Because simple fact of the matter was that there were some heavier upgrades taking place. I mean, if you look at Genesis and you look at Overworld or Cross Race, there's obviously some drastic visual improvements. But yeah, that's fuck, I'm preaching to the choir again. Apologies. I seem to do a lot of that at times. Then again, I'm not sure if people do mind or do not. Like if somebody told me, I'd know, but it's like yeah, not everybody gets to hear the needed feedback or is a psychic to know certain things. So the best thing I have is to guess. Also, guess what I got? I got the sweet, sweet launcher strike. That's right. Look at the range on this thing. Hopefully I don't miss, because that would be a shame. And you know, maybe if I get a little more bored, I might just do a long stream of Giran's Greed, but yeah, you're gonna be seeing me getting my ass beat a lot. Which, honestly, yeah, that's a given. Because, yeah, I do like these games. I do spend a lot of time on them, but you're also somewhat familiar with how it goes. And, since there's a lot of them, you sometimes get a little rusty on certain entries. So yeah, it's the kind of thing where you can probably, keep being good enough at certain games, but there comes a point where there's only a limited amount of installments that you can be, very, very good. Sometimes even semi-professional or professional at. That's the thing with specialization. I'd say that it does apply to games at large as well as other other human activities. So it's not necessarily an exclusive phenomenon when it comes to just jobs or something like that. Alright, so guess what? Diogo is supercharged. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be cool because I want to see how hard can I hit things with it. Because oh boy, that like the low angling cannon hits for a hefty 7,000 damage, and it's guaranteed. Funnily enough, in Super Robot Wars, there's map attacks that have a random hit chance. So yeah, it's quite an interesting change, to be perfectly honest. Anyways, I think I might max out the. Okay, let's see. What are the Jim Quill? I think that's Jim 2, Jim Kai, and Hazel. I mean, to be honest, yeah, I should probably get some Hazels early. So yeah, I think I'd have to forego the opportunity of getting the big rank, or yeah, the big rank, if I recall correctly. That's the name of the mobile armor. Early, in favor of getting something like Hazel, because Hazels are cool. To quote a fairly cool person from a certain Thursday show by the name of Adam, Hazels are cool. Anyways, let's save scum until or you know what? Is there anything that has just enough chip and damage to not completely scratch up Jared? Let's see. 2.7. Oh, 1827. Good. Unfortunately, the hit chances on these things are pitiful. However, we already got, well, it's almost level 6. And yeah, I should probably level up the Mythos as well, you know, as fast as possible, so that I can, so that I can get the Zeta again within a reasonable time window. You know, this is a more chill sort of a game. It's not a Gundam versus game where I run around, shoot things, etc, etc. But it's a great game nonetheless. You know, it's definitely something cool to zone out to. I can barely keep track of the times when I did so. And I got up in, you know, a few hours just to be like, oh, so that's what I was doing for the first 5 hours. Oh, my bad. Oh my. Oh my. How did I get in this situation? How? Oh, how? It's truly a peculiar occurrence that I did spend such a lengthy amount of time on such a simple game, but it's a very good game, in my humble opinion. Because it basically refines the formula of the, you know, of the Fire Emblems series to a large point. Also bonk, because I need to take one Hazel down so that yeah. I mean that's their Hazel's a freebie, you know. I'm gonna have to stash that thing away again. Also, let's see how the anti-ship rifle fares against a ship. Oh! Well, I mean it is spot on. But, yeah, that was a given. Now, let's see. Okay, the ship had popped. Good. Now let's stash it away. Move the ship over here. Get our quells. Oh shit. I just did something extremely stupid. Shit, can you guess what? What stupid thing did I do? Because I mean, you're probably gonna figure that out fairly quickly. That's right. I forgot to leave an enemy, so now I'm just a little stuck. Because oh yeah, I'm guessing that yeah, the Hazel had been stashed away. So yeah, it is what it is. Nice, it's almost at level 3. Good news, good news. Alright. Let's see, what if I move this ship right next to this thing? Yeah, that should work. Let's attack this ship. Because that should definitely goad the AI into releasing its units, which then allows us to get some XP off of the last quell. And of course off of that ship, so if all goes well, I should have the mobile armor, right? Alright. Zap the guy. The guy missed. For some reason, the guy doesn't seem to take kindly to the fact that he's getting bombarded. Well, too bad. Also, fun fact, in the old G-Generation games, there was such a thing as friendly fire with the map weapon, so you had to be extra careful as to not hit your allies, which, yeah. It was a thing. Also, give me a second, I want to check on one thing. Alright. Because, yeah, if I am not mistaken, there should be a new header stream fairly soon. So yeah, I don't want to miss that. And it's in about 2 hours, which, you know, that coincides with the tail end of the stream. So yeah, if you want to go do some raiding, then I wouldn't mind doing so. Now, yeah, okay, this right here is the capture list, so we're gonna keep all of them, of course, and we're gonna, we can't combine them with anything, it's, oh yeah, it's just a free GM cannon, however, we can, however, integrate that into the formation so that there's at least some spares. And let's see. I'm guessing that there's no okay, let's see, category, I guess. Energy cap, Temray circuit, oh! The hanger extension is fairly cheap, so there we go. And yeah, let's see. I think I should put the GM coil over there. So we now have 6 total units, which we can move around. Which obviously is a big plus to our setup. And yeah, let's let's get to it. Oh yeah. Sorry for spacing out a little bit. It's oh yeah, this is the Diablo stage. Booyah. It's like, oh yeah, I did over 1,000 tests, but guess what? Practice is a bitch. And now, okay, shit, spoke too soon. But QDXia. Oh yes, the super edgy swordman. You know, XXX undersword edgy swordman 14 is here. Okay, now riddle me this, chat. Does Setsuna FCA unironically listen to shit like Linkin Park? You know, this is a conundrum that I must know. Okay, what? Okay, so this is. Oh, I think that's it's related to. Oh yeah. Now that should make sense. It's about whether I can get Patrick Kurosawa in when in high tension, which I'll try to. So I shouldn't tap this one. I'll just stand and dodge everything until, of course, stuff changes and I'm able to do things. Booyah! Oh, the defense rod skill of this thing is... I mean, it definitely
does suppress damage on the ballistic weapons, which it's a no-brainer. However, guess what? Knucklebuster, Chucklebuster, booyah! Yeah, this is a fun stream. You know, I'm doing these streams mainly for fun and to keep at least something going until I till the next video's out. That's basically the main thought behind it, and honestly, I don't really care for the numbers on these. I'm just having a blast. Hopefully, people are having a blast too. To a degree, I do understand. People, somewhat focusing on engagement, but after a certain point, I don't think people should get heavily invested in that sort of thing. Like, yeah, it's nice that that one's videos are getting hits, but then you look at somebody like Super Eye Patch Wolf, who literally made a 20-something minute video just whining about how he's addicted to just clicking over the various analytics tab, and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Most people don't look into that, Like, that's I mean, that's that's machine curated, and you don't really. That's not necessarily not necessarily a good way to get feedback on YouTube. Please, it's my personal take on it. I don't think one should pay too much mind to that. The fact that someone did get heavily invested in something like that, yeah, that's tragic, but honestly, I believe that's on him. So yeah. Though, admittedly, I'm the type that could care less for certain things, events, or people. I'm the type that's like, oh, that thing happened. Oh, cool beans. But at the same time, I'm what's the best way to put it? I mean, I don't give certain things, too much attention, because I don't necessarily believe that certain things should warrant such attention, or, that certain people should deserve such attention. I mean, I don't have a personal gripe against, the average guy. I personally do not like the people he associates with, but that is completely irrelevant, and I do not let it do not I'm not one of those annoying types that are like, oh no, this and this person associates with this and this person, oh no, we must unperson, we must cancel this individual. No. Just like, yeah, that's lame. However, no one cares. Not even I, And, generally, I believe that's how it should be. People letting bygones be bygones. If you don't like someone, then, why give them the attention? Why be an A-log? You shouldn't be an A-log. You know, A-logging is bad for your health. Oh, for people, you know, out of the loop, A-logging is named after a guy who, yeah. Obviously, I did mention a couple times the various escapades of one Christian Western Chandler. However, there's of course there's been you know, people following his shenanigans, and you know, that's perfectly okay. But you know, but at the same time there's sometimes people who are really personally invested in, oh no, he did this, he did that, oh no, oh no, to the point where they start ringing on the various forums, and you know, that's cringe. Now, A-logging is when you basically make yourself miserable just for the sake of something something arbitrary or dumbass that, you know, that some random on the internet did. You know, it's basically the peak of basically being mad at the internet. You know, just ring because you got nothing better to do. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Also, I think, yeah, let's hope this thing works. If not, then I'll just have to... Oh, crap. Well, okay, let's see. If I throw this one out, I hit this one, I get the super high tension, you know, the supercharged. It should allow this humble mortal with a sword to defeat another humble mortal with a sword. Ooh, yeah. Also, back on the numbers tangent, it's one of those things that honestly, in my humble opinion, is one of the biggest killers of it's one of the biggest killers of, like, you know, creative thought. At least I'd personally say so, because I mean, if you look at you know, people who are so invested on, you know, maximizing, no, maximizing, sorry, you know, the various there are various internet engagements. You know, you get it. You can see it when, you know, for example, people on Twitter, now that it's more heavily monetized, at least when it comes to, you know, the potential money one can earn. You know, you see more engagement baits. You see more of that you know, dry content that is just, you know, for the sake of farming impressions. So yeah, I personally do not find that mindset to be too productive. And again, you know, there's obviously a lot of people who just want to make it, you know, but just want to make it big somewhere, which, you know, that's a respectable endeavor. Then again, there's a difference between that and, you know, letting certain things rule your life for no apparent reason. So. Also, let's see, what is the level on... Oh, interesting. Because sometimes, I think in the older games, there's also some, you know, specific levels on the various mobile suits. Okay, let's see. Jim Quail, yeah, turns into the Hazel at level 4, so that means I should definitely Oh crap. Okay, what about Wave Rider mode? Oh yeah. Oh well. At least got one shot off, so it's I'm willing to count that as a success. And I think there's gonna be an Absolus. I mean, don't quote me on this, but I think that oh shit. Okay, so if I hit it back, but I also need a defense thing. So I'm gonna use the basically the Zuda as a human shield, because as you can clearly see, this unit would likely fuck me up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna outsmart it. Holy shit! Yeah, I forgot about the dodging. How easily it can do so, but let's just get everything into the ship so that we're tapped off by the time the I think that's the AE enacts, right? Not flags. Alright. Yeah, that should be fairly decent. I mean, the only thing that's staying where it is the recall, which, yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem to take down, since only the Gaza-C and the Mephis can fly. Of, the entirety of my team, but I will make this work. Especially with the 7-sword combo. Behold, the 7-sword combo. Booyah! Honestly, to all you watching, to you lurkers out there, thank you very much for tuning into this stream. I really appreciate, you coming in, hanging out. It's always fun. And, yeah, I genuinely hope that I'm keeping these entertaining. I wouldn't be as shallow as to assume that that any numbers analytics would mean anything, because, I mean, by that metric, the Odyssey channel would be a fruitless effort. Then again, and yes, I'm starting another tangent. The way old tech is right now, it's rather pitiful. Because, I mean, you look at, sites like BitChute or Odyssey, or, the one, why am I forgetting the name of it? Sorry. Oh. I'm pretty sure there was another one. But yeah, but I do not recall the name of it, where it was, not Blip TV, damn. 'Cause, I mean, all these are nice, but unfortunately they're just, they're just, we're YouTube, but with far less pull, and we're almost exclusively used by basically pundits who got banned from every other site, and we can't really provide much aside from that, You don't really, they're not as good as at, doing the whole, channel growth thing, which obviously is something that matters for people who make content, right? know, that's the that is, in my opinion, the big problem. That, and at the end of the day, like, I personally, I did start on Odyssey, and the thing is, yeah, it's a fine platform, and you don't get to see a lot of the. Oh, sup, header. Oh, Rip Odyssey killed them with the frivolous lawsuit against the library. Hey, I'm not familiar with that. I recall getting something in the email, along the lines of, yeah, this site is in peril, and a while after that, it was that they got, if I recall, they got bailed out by some investor. But yeah, that was a super shitty move on the SEC part. But anywho, yeah, as I was saying, I honestly wish that the platforms like that could be a proper competitor to YouTube, but yeah, as a lot of people, the Almighty Lolly, Beta Gundam, and others had pointed out, it usually just ends. A lot of these just end up being just, oh yeah, this is a backup site for this guy, and this is a backup site for this guy, and the only the only channels that get any sort of substantial traction are quote unquote this guy. Like I do not know who the hell was some. I remember there being some dude called Russell Brand, and I do not know who that is or what it is. If it's some sort of a piece of piece of kitchen appliance or something like that, or a Hollywood actor. I don't know, but I always got that thing in my Hollywood in my YouTube recommendation. Sorry. Think I had a stroke. But I think that guy got momentarily demonetized, and then he's like, no, I'm going to go on a grand exodus. Then he got like a large brand deal. Well, the rest of us suckers on YouTube are just stuck with getting molested by the demonetization hammer, if we have any monetization in the first place. It's basically like, oh yeah, if you are a pundit and you have a big brand, come here. But for everybody else, it's that meme commercial which is like it has these sequences with cars driving around, and there's always some voice bit with that interjects with "Get fucked, Michigan" or something like that. I do not remember how the meme ad was called, but yeah, that's basically how the current ecosystem, how the current ecosystem regretfully operates, which is a bummer. And I'm gonna remember that library tokens were. Oh, I did not know that. That they were worth something. I think I started my channel when the library token was like when about 1,000 library tokens were like $1, you know. I think I got in on the thing when the whole thing you know, started tanking, and yeah. Um, I wouldn't necessarily, you know, pin the blame on the specific side, because I mean, you have you do have like even there's a few, you know, there's a few sites that are like, oh look, this is major platform, but you know, a bet's to the left, and then you see one that's like, oh look, this is an old stack platform, but to the right, and you know, at the end of the day, there's it usually emphasizes the latter as opposed to the former, you know. But I'm still proud of the fact that on Odyssey I've managed to basically get more get more followers than a few political channels. Honestly, that I think that's you know, that's some boast-worthy achievement given that you know. Then again, it was like, you know, 4 followers, so like it wasn't, you know, some sort of a large channel. I'm still missing like what, about 900 followers to, you know, to beat the Bonel guy's backup channel, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Because I mean, if that would be possible, that would be fun. You know, it would be an uphill battle, but it would be fun if I actually managed to do it. If I managed to get, you know, somewhat far, even on, you know, even on the old tech channel, even though, you know, I mean, most that I can offer on that one is, you know, early uploads. It's not necessarily, you know, something that where it's like, oh yeah, I am going to make exclusive content for this and this platform. Guess, you know, well that would sound appealing, you know, in concept. I doubt that, you know, people would honestly, you know, give a damn. If anything, I'd be, you know, gimping myself. You know, yeah. Well, yeah, we got the Zeta proper. And I'll click on the chat. Still nothing new. Alright. Yep. You know, funnily enough, despite me being you know, around my 20s, I still remember a lot of old things, because yeah, frankly, I was raised on them. Like as I probably said during one of the earlier streams, I still I still remember watching all the movies on cassette tapes and, you know, VHS, where there were some that were on even older things. You know, I think there was an art film on one of those, and that thing, oh man, that thing couldn't even be rewinded, you know. So basically, I think I started watching that thing one day, and I had to be like, what, 4, maybe 5, and at some point, you know, I had to go to bed. So so my mom offered to, you know, offered to leave it going for a few hours so that it gets to that exact you know, to that exact timestamp, so that I could, you know, resume watching when I got home from preschool. You know, when I call myself an honorary boomer, I mean it. I have a, you know, thanks to the fact that you know, there's been a bit of a buffer, both, you know, both technology-wise and, you know, culture-wise when it comes to, you know, the place where I live, thanks to a certain set of historical events that yeah, that are fairly regretful. Well, that I find regrettable. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. You know, i.e. the Iron Curtain, by the way. I'd say that it's one of the things that you know, kind of managed to, I'd say, prolong the quote-unquote retro generation. With, you know, with the way imports were and such, to a point where you know, we're old enough, you know. Oh, sorry, I know that I repeatedly use the you know as, you know, as a way to elongate sentences, but yeah, my country barely had an SNES. I don't. I think even that one was like completely exempt from the market. You know, most of what imports we had was, I mean, I'm saying we had, but, you know, at the same time, that's like, you know, the generation before me had, and basically what I stumbled upon when, you know, going through old stuff. Oh, there was just I think, well, I'd say that it was mainly just, you know, at that point there was just, you know, cheap Chinese bootlegs of those consoles as opposed to, you know, the real thing. Which, you know, that's interesting. The way that even under such a shithole regime, people still got their Super Nintendos. Though obviously, through dubiously legal means, since, you know, both bootlegging and importing forbidden goods is not necessarily a thing that's smiled upon, but yeah, we actually got some of that, which I'm glad about that, you know. The fact that even despite all that mess, there's life finds a way. Gamers find a way. That's right. Anywho, I see that. Okay, let's check on the chat. I see that in a lot of certain countries, due to political turmoil, the popularity of things that either fall out of favor or flop in the West is higher. You could honestly do a whole video series on the impact of retroware on Eastern Bloc I mean, honestly, It would sound great though. You know, problem is the moment I go into detail, I'd basically, you know, end up putting a bit of a beacon right under my feet to the point where people would know of where I roughly reside. So yeah, not. Well, yes, that would be an interesting area, but it. I don't think that it would be necessarily if you. It, I don't think it would be the prudent idea. That's probably the best way to put it. Because yeah, well, that would be an interesting topic. I don't think, you know, because I mean, yeah, there's certain things are that are not country specific, such as you know, the very famous Soviet bootlegs of Game and Watch, but there's certain things that yeah, you better. I won't. You know, yeah, don't dox yourself. Yeah, it's honestly the yeah, don't dox yourself. That's probably the best best advice on, you know, what not to do on the internet. Yes, you know, I see a ton of people, you know, being like, oh yeah, this is hello internet, this is my face and this is where I live. Oh my, how many revealing personal information can I about myself can I shove into a single video? Oh my. You know, that's is what unfortunately happened with a lot of the channels, you know, post 2009, roughly, where, you know, basically face cams were the new fad. It's that's basically what gave rise to the reaction. Oh my, see my reaction. Look, I am soy facing over this. Thing like that. You know, the thing that I think it was Heather who poked fun at my reaction people with the intro for the dissecting Zeta, where it's like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be a Het reacts to Zeta Gundam. Yeah, this is gonna be an actual breakdown by a person who studied this. Oh, thanks, Heather. It's honestly great that you are shining a light on so many abandoned. Yeah, I'd, I'm of the opinion that there's a lot of you know, older gems that don't get enough, you know, attention. You know, a while ago I talked to Talos about, you know, the kind of the topic of gatekeeping, and you know, I was there with him and one other dude, and you know, they were coming at it from you know, the more the newer and the more mainstream paradigm of what the general concept of what gatekeeping is has become over the last few years, where it's basically used as a synonym for being being pretentious about something, being elitist about something, being a douche about something, you know. But while at the same time, you know, putting the definition under, oh yeah, it's just about restricting someone's access to some piece of media. So I think that, you know, under that I think that I do generally think that under such a there's contents that would fall on more, closer to the newer definition, mainly in the sense that I'd say that a lot of the, like, by the new definition, I'd say that a lot of the channels that are like top 10 Gundam games, these are the only good games on the market, that sort of fellows. I think that they are doing something that's closer to the newer, to that newer conception of gatekeeping, where it's where people see it as a word that stands for keeping people away from certain things. Because I mean, if you look at the various top 10 lists, it's always just most recent thing. Oh yeah, within these top 10 Gundam games of all time ever, and all you get is like, look, Maxi Boost, GBO 2, and if they want to feel like super retro, they may even throw in some Gundam Muso. Obviously Muso Reborn, Gundam Muso 2, or sometimes when they feel like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be super spicy, then they may even throw in Journey to Jabro. But at the same time, there's barely anything from like the older generations of gaming consoles. Sometimes the G generation series is completely omitted, so yeah, in that sense I'd say they I'd say that videos like that, they're honestly close to that quote-unquote normie conception of what gatekeeping would be. As I've probably said a couple times before, words like gatekeeping and stuff like that, unfortunately have lost a lot of their meaning. So at this point, it's like, who cares? Because you ask 3 different people, and 2 out of 3 people are gonna disagree what it even is. So yeah, and at this point, a lot of partisan hacks have used and abused it to the point where it's like, oh look, these people that believe in different stuff than I are definitely the tourists, yells the first one. And so the team B, from on the team B, the other pundit is like, no, this one is, no, you're a tourist, no, you're a tourist, and at the end of the day, it just ends up being a shit flinging session with people who are who aren't smarter than a 3rd grader. Anywho, yeah, let's catch up on the chat. The internet being what it is, it's hard not to dox yourself. You could probably find my address stuff with just my, I mean, yeah, arguably. Though obviously, I haven't really put out mine, so it would be much harder. And yeah, reaction content is so far low effort, and yep, I don't get why it's so pop. I'd say that it's basically due to the fact that you know, the quote-unquote normies can be easily fooled into believing that it is, you know, the entirety of a subject or something of that nature. Basically, you know, the cheap popcorn entertainment. Oh yeah, the online the online Karens, quote unquote, are fairly obnoxious with the "Oh no, how dare you want the old lore to stay the same way? How dare you not add this addition because, you know, respect my diversity," and, you know, stuff like that. That's how you get the people who are like, the GW must add female space marines, even though, you know, just, you know, like, if they care about, you know, having female space marines, just, you know, just kit bash, you know? Why do you have to put that into official canon? And, you know, at that point, one finds out that they don't really care about this, about, you know, something like the canon at all, and, you know, instead just want that thing to, you know, to be used as their own power grab, which I find both shallow and pathetic. But that's just me. You know, I've gained an absurd amount of peace of mind just solely due to, you know, not giving a a single damn about what some internet randos have to say. You know. Like most of them, like, you know, back in the days. Yeah, once again, me, you know, trying to pull the boomer routine of, holy shit, okay, I want to see this, because this is apparently a special animation. And yeah, I'll get back to, you know, ranting. I believe that, you know, back when the message boards were more, I'd say, popular, the oh, nice! Watermelon crash. So, I'd say that, you know, it was much easier, you know, for a lot of people to be humbled, you know, just by some other Anon to, just by some Anon just calling them a jackass. You know, nowadays it's like, you know, people have their egos called to the point where, you know, you get people who are like, "Oh, what's up? What? Hello there, Mad Dog Whedon. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you tuning in, fellow metalhead." And speaking of that fine music, though I do fully realize that, you know, Rush isn't necessarily metal, I finally found out what track to use as one of the intro bits for the eventual Crossbone Part 2 vid. You know, I've been looking through. Yep, I'm still rocking some G Generation, though I did mix it up in the previous streams. So now I've returned to the G Gen world. So yeah, as I was saying, I've been looking through like a lot of the old albums, and I've dusted off the good old 2112 album from Rush. You know, that one has the super sweet Overture track. So I think I'm gonna go with that as the intro for the eventual part 2 of Crossbone. That would honestly be pretty cool. Alright, so we can make ourselves a Dawn. Also a Hazel. And yeah. Some Gazety over here. I can technically move these over here. And yeah, big rank from Igloo. What can I turn that one into? Well, I think that's a noise eel. Nice. Okay, hi Zach. I think I'll wait for the act, Zaku. Alright, can I combine certain things? Oh, an Ashmar and a Bawu. Nice. Might as well try and see, because I can technically run the Invisible Knights. Invisible Knights. Oh yeah, Invisible Knights, Eric Blanc custom bow. Well, at least I got close to it. And, oh nice, we even got, oh that's a G-Generation original character. Booyah! Oh, yeah, I'm gonna check up on the chat in the meantime. Speaking of Gundam, anyone heard of IBO Erderhand getting the anime film? Yep, I've heard. And they're canning the mobile game, which, you know, I don't like the mobile games, so I can safely say good riddance. Even though, you know, that sounds a little petty. I know. And yeah, the Start the Fire by Metal Church. Yep, that's another good one, though. Honestly, I'm leaning more toward you know, something like Overture or The Priest of Syrinx from Rush, since, you know, it's there's a more I'd say a more cosmic vibe in a sense. Also, look at this neat thing I can do. That's right, I got a walking BFG. Well, a floating BFG, but a BFG nonetheless. You know, this is the AK-50. This is the side product of AK-50 Brandon Herrera doesn't tell you about. And yeah, like, you know, surprisingly enough, I did enjoy, you know, the IBO, the Iron Body Orphans, both, you know, the anime and the mobile cutscenes. So yeah, I'm fairly excited about where they're gonna take the animation, because if you recall, there was an I'm not sure if it was like related to the Earther Hunt, but I think there was, you know, a bit of a cinematic, you know, by the end of 2010s. So yeah, suffice to say, I'm fairly stoked about what they're gonna come up with, because yeah, I really enjoyed the way the combat played out in the IBO franchise, you know, with the pile bunkers and other such weapons that, you know, seem much more brutal, much more savage, you know, kind of like the weapons in Vodoms, in a sense, you know. Especially when you're watching something like Mellow Link, and the guy just impales the jobber on the bayonet. Oh. No, I'm getting shit wrong. Sorry. Where Mellow Link impales, you know, one of the guys that screwed him over on the bayonet. That was pretty cool. Cause yeah, yeah, I really liked those sequences. Yeah, that's what made me love the pile bunkers in Mecha. Well, that and, you know, rewatching No Country for Old Men. Then again, can anyone blame me? Alright, so let's see. Oh look, Jinx free, a Stern Force! Alright, alright. Oh, I have the Ogo assist, that's nice. And I have it as a funnel weapon, funnily enough. Oh, what did I throw? I'm not seeing that piece of debris yet. Oh, the guy's already getting shot, and... Oh yeah, it threw a ball! Booyah! Honestly, I didn't expect that animation to be so metal. Oh well. Nice. And the Bawu can probably turn into something else. So honestly, I wouldn't mind keeping it as a Bawu, because the Bawus are... well, that's a fairly cool design, admittedly. Oh yeah, I can't really do the large mega particle cannon, so I have to make do with what I have. So, let's see. A machine gun there. Yeah, that should work. I mean, the quest is to clear all these automatons within the reasonable time of 2 turns. So that's what I'm basically doing. And yeah, funnily enough, if I recall correctly, it was I think it was Seed that oh look, there's the crew from Encounters in Space. Also, yeah, I think it was Seed that started the whole the whole shebang with the names of mobile suits being essentially, well, I don't think it started on mobile suits. I think, you know, with the if you recall the Three Stooges from original Seed and then Seed Destiny, I think. And those guys had, you know, names inspired heavily by that one book that by that one old book that had a lot of, you know, demon names. Like there was a guy called Sabnak. You know, there was a guy called Orga. So yeah, I'd say it, you know, only makes sense for the, you know, general flow of things to, you know, for it to boil a few years, and bam, we got IBO machines that are called after demons, which, yeah, that's metal as fuck. So yeah, I'm getting my ass beat by these jinxes because I ran out of energy and so cannot counterattack so efficiently. However, it is now... Oh, crap. These jinxes are covering the escape path. So let's do some spring cleaning, and by spring cleaning I mean breaking out the machine that's fit for the job. Oh, hold up! Did he dodge that? Yeah, I think he dodged that. So yeah, but at least I should be able to hit this one. So yeah, I mean, whoa. Yeah, I'm genuinely excited for that. And yeah, going back to volume stuff, I'd say it would honestly be really cool to see, you know, something along the lines of an Armor Hunter Mellow Link game of sorts. You know, since you know, we've had the Sniper Elite games where you basically, you know, fight behind the enemy lines, but it was never... I don't think there was ever an entry that that delved, you know, deep into some anti-armor combat that, you know, that would scratch the mellow linkage. So honestly, that would be a sort of a game that I'd love to see. Also, as a side note, the domes and rig domes in the later games, such as, I mean, in Overworld, you can switch between the dome and the rig dome in sort of the same way as you could switch between the Cypher Anti and the FB. It's just, you know, a fun side note. Nice, I can get the gas. Whoa! Okay. I didn't expect the damage to be that heavy, so I just have to safe commit. I don't want to lose this unit, because I don't like the replacement costs in this game, that's for sure. Oh, Knucklebuster. Oh well. That should, yeah, these are down, so... Let's see, which ones can I damage just enough for it to become a freebie? Okay. Let's see. Oh, we got the Hazel. So I guess... Okay, what other... I think there's a Zeta Plus somewhere in there, so... I might just rush in with the Zeta. Oh no. Can't really finish that one with the Wave Rider mode, so I guess the sword will come in clutch. Though if I were to turn, you know, the game tangent, you know, back to Gundam, you know, since we already got some epic melee fights off of IBO, there's, yeah, I've heard a lot of people say something along the lines of, oh yeah, it would be pretty neat to see a Monster Hunter game where you basically hunt mobile armors. Just saying, Bandai. Right, so see, yeah, alright, let's just microwave these ones. Crap, they keep dodging. Oh well. It's just one. Does this one have an... Oh, it doesn't. Oh, bummer. This one should be almost done, so... This... Almost... Crap. Almost got it with the Hazel, but I don't have enough energy for that, so I might... throw this one in. And then throw a beam rifle in this. Booyah! Alrighty then. Yeah, honestly, this is also another, you know, side tangent, but you know, well, I've mentioned, you know, a couple of you know, perks of quote unquote living under the rock when it comes to certain things, and you know how I get to dodge some of the bullshit that comes out from you know, certain companies and such. At the same time, you know, living under the rock has one major negative, and it's that, you know, it's harder to find new music. Oh yeah, it has the Wave Rider crash. Because honestly, over the years, like, I used to have my hand on the pulse of you know, knowing which band is which, etc, but you know, over time I kind of lost track, you know, which forced me to basically just, you know, go by, you know, word of mouth, which, you know, fortunately for me, I have metalhead friends. So while I am a metalhead, albeit a less proactive one, you know, yeah, I can still get my doses of Sepultura or or stuff like that. That's rather neat. And it seems like I might get another Hazel variant fairly soon. Which, you know, Hazels are fine, and Hazels are fun. Right, so level 3. I might just give this one a slash. Whoa, okay, that's a bit of an overkill. If I'm not mistaken, the character in this Rickdom 2 in specifically, should be Lilia Flaubert from, you know, to the End of the Flash. I think that's how it's called. That side story for the. It's a side story for. Let me think. Yep. For the PS2 game, Mobile Suit Gundam Encounters in Space. Which, yeah, that's a fairly good game. Such a shame that I'm not the type that would that tends to have a good time with the way the game plays. You know, like I know that the game not being for someone has been turned into a bit of a buzzword nowadays, where it's like certain big studios making deliberately shit games and then being like, oh no, but it is not for you, that's why it's bad. But at the same time, there's certain things, like the connect free genre of mobile games isn't for me, that's for sure. That's where I think it would be legit to say that yeah, that thing ain't for me. I'm not the target demographic. Same goes for example, I do enjoy like the story of Seed Endless Tomorrow to a degree. It may be Seed, but it's Seed without Kira, and honestly, it could be, me seeing the buxom chest of Reina Emilia from Seed MSV and then becoming heavily biased towards it, but at the same time, there's certain fun stuff like the Estray stories with Logule. So if anything, there's that too. That could be considered a quote unquote redeeming quality for the Seed stuff. Yeah, give me a second. I need to. Oh, I had to reload the tab, so I suppose I am caught up on the chat, which is nice. What's also nice is that we're getting a header stream in roughly an hour, so yeah. If you're like, yeah, this stream is neat, well, I got good news for you. The cool stuff doesn't end here, for there is a header stream, and I can vouch for those streams to be cool and fun. Oh look, a map weapon. Okay. Got them zapped fairly easily. And yeah, this one turns into, I think, the Gazome and the Gallus J, if I recall correctly. So it's just the Mobile Suit for me. Also, thanks to the burst mode, I can basically get these Tauruses to leave this domain. Be gone! What? There we go. Okay, let's get this one. Be gone! What? Whoa! The bonus damage sure is something. It's already on the boosted version of it, so that's very nice. Let's see about this thing. I think I should keep one Rigdom as a souvenir. Why not? Oh yeah, that sounds much better. Oh. Oh look, we got some more Leos. Good. Good. That means more target practice. And yeah, I'll don't worry, Heather, I'll be there. I'll be there. I'll be there, buddy. And yeah, I'm like, having seen the thumbnail of it, I'm getting excited about it. I wonder what the reason could be. Oh, I truly wonder. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Let's just, you know. I lost all my Tauruses in a boating accident. Okay, the boating accident is in progress. And yeah, let's try and decrease their numbers. That would be neat. Let's see, is there any mobile suit that I haven't leveled up enough? That one levels up to something at level 3. Oh, okay. Also level 3. Also, it's fairly nice that the OG themes it uses for the Battlefield record characters are basically the menu theme and I think a couple others. You know, that's a very nice touch. Pleased to me. Alright. The anti-beam chaff is very nice. Like, oh look, anti-beam chaff. What are you gonna do? Anti-beam chaff. Reduce damage. This one's gonna pop up a few more, but I doubt that they're gonna do anything, you know, of anything of substance. Especially when I can just do this, and of course, you know, call in Ally to join in on the fun. And what is up, Rogue New Tap? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream, of course. And we're gonna be doing a bit of testing, you know. A 10,000 degree knife versus an Oz carrier. Of course. Oh, crap. I should have tapped the capture button. Because yeah. Funnily enough, this game still has capture slots, and yeah, speaking of slots, I should probably get to doing the custom characters, as I promised at the start of the stream, of course. That's gonna be this one. So I need to finish this stage. Then, oh yeah, let's, you know, I just thought of a fairly fun skit. Imagine if, there's gonna be if there was a Dan Brown book where he would, you know, describe some sort of a conspiracy that actually happened, and then, you know, there would be some, you know, slapstick shit with the various, let's say, bioluminescent agencies of the world, you know, trying to get him. That would be funny. Like, oh no, he's onto it. And in the meantime, you know, the lad would be none the wiser. He'd be like, oh, Why are these people chasing me? I just write wacky stories. I mean, I could, imagine that thing being in something like South Park. Oh no, he's on to us. Anywho, it turns out that, I mean, I could, level up the Hazel some more, but I mean, it can turn into something cool at level 2, so yeah, I'm thinking of just using it to finish off the rest. However, not completely, so that I can, use the big rang. Because the big rang is a very fun mobile suit, you know. Okay, let's see. Let's use move. Oh yeah. Zap them like mosquitoes. And one. And a two. And I think that's gonna be a 3. In fact, yep. Alright, so nice. Got level 3, level clear. And now for the custom characters, since as I said that is what I promised, so yeah, let's first of all let's see, we got Hazel Kai and Hazel Full Armor, so I think, yeah, let's go with Hazel Kai or Hazel Custom. It doesn't really matter, but yeah, we got Hazel, I think that's full, and Armored Hazel, and this one's gonna be the Osla, I think. I have a hunch that it is that way. Also, oh look at Ryson. And yeah, that's gonna be a Gazon, and at level 4 we're gonna... oh yeah, at level 4 we're gonna Gallus J. Oh nice! Zeta Plus! Zeta Plus is a very sweet piece of machinery. Exaku, of course. And the Exaku can, of course, be turned into a Zaku 3. Okay, let's see. Can I turn the big row into... no, I can't. Damn. I wish I could. That would be fun, but as it appears, I cannot really do much about that. However, there are 2 characters that I ought to add. Since, since this is probably gonna be another gimmick. That's right. We're gonna name custom characters after chat members that tuned in. Mad Dog. Hey. Where's the... oh. And... let's go with the AUG uniform. I think I'll go with balanced stats. And yeah, I'll run the AUG. Why not? let's set the BGM to something like Shar's theme, yeah. Or you know what? Assault waves. That's right. So we've added Mad Dog Whedon, and now it is time to add Rogue New Tab. Okay, let's see. Okay, so our it is time to add a Rogue New Tab. Oh, yep. New type. Booyah! And I guess I can make it a new tab, you know. Why not? You know, as a proper new tab. Oh yeah, Rogue. Don't mention it, Rogue. I made this a stream gimmick, so you know everyone who tunes in. Basically, the first 10 people get a custom custom pilot character, and I think yeah, Rogue, what's your okay, hopefully the latency won't be too much, but yeah, what's your favorite Gundam series of the mainline stuff? I'll wait. Because thing is, there's, you know, you can even pick a custom theme like in Genesis. So you got the, you know, original, you know, character themes. You have the you know, M18 incandescent war from the movie trilogy of MSG. Red Comet, also from the movie trilogy. You have Gallant Char. You have Advance from MS Igloo. There's Soldier from OF MS Team. I think there's either Ambush or Complication from 08 MS. Then we have Bernard's theme. Imaginary Sky. Assault Waves. Full Burner. You know, Flash in a mobile suit. This, I think this is like Gates in Space. A lot of, you know, slower suspense tracks from Zeta. There's you know, Judo in Space, Hot Blooded Mashmer, Access Zone, I think. New Gundam theme, Neo Zeon theme, Laplace, Mobile Suit Unicorn, etc, etc. But you know what? I'll just go with a guess. And yeah, let's go with Hero Yui's theme. Though, honestly, there's probably... Oh yeah, it can be changed. Good. So yeah, if you want me to change the character theme, you know, just let me know. And now, let's save this game in 1, 2, 3, 4... Let's go with slot 5. And Yeah, let's see. I think I have a pet rig dom. But not. Oh yeah. Let's get these on board. Because if I remember correctly, there should be some extra combinations, such as the Cushing from G Gundam, and of course the whatchamacallit, the high mobility test type MSO 6RD4. You know, though of course in Japanese it says, you know, space use, high mobility, I think test tab Zaku, so it's, you know, specified for, you know, space use, which, you know, that makes sense since it's rig dom legs, and in No Way Famous Thing there's been a lot of rig dom tech, oddly enough. So yeah, let's see. We got about, you know, half an hour. So, I think I'm gonna go for something fairly short, so no turn A stages. That one is pretty lengthy if I recall correctly, so yeah, let's go with this one, but I'm not going to set off the break event. Whew, alright. Of course we got Judo flying out, and Judo fucking off. And of course, you know, Mashimer being like, oh no, he escaped. How can I get him? Right, let's start. And the first thing I can do right about now, because I believe, you know, this is a turn-based game, so it will take some time, which obviously we do not necessarily have that much of, so let's make use of it. Let's make do with what we have. Oh yeah, let's... oh, I almost forgot about the speech bubbles. So yeah, let's see. This one is around 20k, which means... Alright. Beam rifle, or... Look at this! It has the grenade launcher. The obvious... Well, I'd say that... Oh! That's some fairly decent damage. To be frank. How about I, you know, step up my... Oh! It's just... It has only 6 shots, I didn't know that. How about, you know, I try some bombarding from here. I wish the GBO2 Gazom could do this. You know, basically having a secondary weapon. That's always nice. Oh yeah, eat the smart gun as well. Funnily enough, in this one, there's only C1, though you also get Amro's custom A1, which is rather entertaining, all in all. Okay, so if I play my cards right, I should be able to... Oh. That's gonna hit him for 3.7k, so... That means if I use the Zaku machine gun, which unfortunately doesn't look as cool as the bullpup machine gun from, you know. There's the bullpup machine gun from GBO. But suffice to say, it is working. Though unfortunately the ship is getting bombarded in the meantime, which is... yeah, that thing sucks. So yeah, let's load up everything back on the ship. Let's get Judo Ashte out as well. Oh, this one doesn't have Fa, which, you know, that's a bummer. I think in the Overworld there was a similar stage. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misremembering, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a similar stage in Overworld, and you could sortie with Fa. So, yeah. It could, then again, it could be, you know, me misremembering something, which, you know, that is also possible. Okay. Also, funnily enough, this game kind of reuses certain assets from Spirit, so you basically get to see, you know, full-on combat animations when you fire at pillboxes, which, that's a very nice little detail, which unfortunately is missing from a lot of the newer installments. Let's see. I mean, that's a 4.3k just there. But what if I... oh yeah, 53. The skitter gun. And the dome is surprisingly good at being, you know, a ground unit. It's fairly speedy. Look, it has an A rank on the ground, and it can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Though, you know, if this wasn't a garbage heap, it would probably be a little higher. But yeah, that's fairly impressive. You could cut, you know, if you look at the ground, you get, you know, the 10% ground bonus, quote unquote. So yeah, that is fairly neat. And yeah, I'll go check on the chat in a little bit. Oh, nothing new. Alright. Let's see. Yeah, I do remember, right? It's Isaac at level 3, Zach 3 at level 5. Good. Oh, it's about time I get this one. Should be a few freebies in that ship as well. Yep, sounds about right. And zap. Invisible Knights. At some point I should definitely, you know, get to finishing Sankey on stream, because that's a fun game. I honestly had a blast when playing that with Talos. Both, and, you know, with him being sort of a backseat player, and, you know, in emulated multiplayer, which, yeah, that's a thing. Which, you know, that's another reason to check out some of the old emulatable games. You know, sometimes you even get basically a free multiplayer game, which honestly, often it is a, I'd say that it is often a side product of similar efforts. I mean, yeah, you can technically have net play on the SNES emulator, so technically, if If I could, coordinate free time schedules with some people, I could, get a somewhat decently sized LAN party where we could, well, doesn't necessarily have to be LAN, but, a multiplayer setup where we could, run basically like multiple factions with, that could be the F91 era Crossbone Vanguard. Someone else could be the Titans. Some could be. Then there could be someone who plays Zeon, and yeah, that would, conceptually speaking, make for a very fun multiplayer session. Also, yeah, I can't finish it with the beam, so I have to feed it one more, and now it should go down. Oh, nice, 9k. Added some more levels. Stage clear. Oh, magnet coating, you say? Alright, so a dome. It can be turned into a rig dome, a dome tropen, or a GUF. Now, if I am not mistaken, I could technically turn that into a GUF. And the thing with the GUF, let's see, can I? Oh yeah, boom, we got an Ifrit. Now I think I should probably make space for it, that's for sure. So yeah, let's go here. Sorted by series, since Ifrit is a game only, well, is a game original thing. And yeah, the same goes for technically the Zaku sniper tap and others like that. The whole Harmony of Gundam series. People know that. And yeah, I could turn the bow into a powerhouse, but just for shit and giggles. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'll actually turn it into a meme build. Okay, so running machine. That's a character and unit XP. No. However, okay, so this has awakening plus 10. You know what? Why not? Let's just make a Rebabu, right? And the magnet coating. And what else? I mean, it needs some more mobility. Oh yeah, that's evasion, not okay, I've created the Invisible Knights custom bow, I guess. Well, all in all, a fairly productive stream. Admittedly. Let's see. Oh, alright. Seems like I'm fairly caught up, and yeah, well, I wouldn't necessarily be able to crack open another level. Yeah, I'm thinking of, running something real quick. Some smaller entry that I could, dip out of fairly fast. Let me think. I could just, run a meme build in Next Plus. But yeah, I'll probably have to do just 3 matches. Cause yeah, I still have to make sure that I'm not using the licensed music, because that would be bad. And yeah, let's go. I'm thinking of running the Zeta so that people watching the VOD find out how cool the Zeta is in this game. And let's find some cool rocking track. Okay. I think I used original 6, but okay. Let's go with a classic, a side 7 map. Oh, and all right. So, of course, we have. Oh crap! Now, obviously, we got Lieutenant Quattro Bagina in his vile contraption, which is an affront to God. Or an affront to Gog. Depending on what you prefer, but... Oh! Yes! Get fucked, Zeon! That's right. I'm so glad I got paired up with a low-cost suit like, Kai Shiden's, yeah, get drilled! Get drilled. Like Kai's gun cannon, so that I can basically, afford the deaths, quote unquote. And speaking of, yeah, I don't think I get to display a lot of things during this round, but... Ah, shit! Can you not? Can you not, Zeon? I was trying to get a combo. Why do you have to kill Kai so that I'm, forced to... use the Wave Rider. Now I'm on super low health, so I doubt that I can do so in time. But look, crap! Can you not flank me, game? Please, I would like to bully the new Gundam. It is my divine duty to to bully other machines that are not Zeta. To show them that the Zeta is the coolest one. Though, please, according to Heather, I'm admittedly an egg guy simp myself. All right, let's see. Do we have any? I mean, the Gundam Mark II would be fun, or an egg guy, or a dom, or if we want to run the meme pick, or the EX versus pick, we could run the gun cannon or the gun tank. Though gun, I'm not sure if gun tank made a return. Though I think it was briefly featured in the PS4 Gundam versus. Of course, we got both Purus and the simp. The the top banned word on Twitch. Oh no, you cannot say the word simp. Please do not say the word simp. Also, we got the crazy blonde, and let's try original track 9 and the random stage. Booyah! Egg guy. That's right, Heather. We're gonna get an egg guy before the stream ends, but first, we must give them the Katagina experience in the glorious Gid Lab. As you can see, to quote Ronnie James Dio, I'm a wheel, I can roll, I can feel. But you'll never stop me turning. I'm sorry, I'm definitely going to fumble a few times, because I forgot how the lyrics goes with, the Silver Mountain. But for sure, I know He's a man on the Silver Mountain. Yeah, yeah. You like that shooting guard? You like that shooting guard? Booyah! Late you see Killdozer. Of course I got... Oh! They seem to be tired of this shit, pun fully intended. Oh well. I mean, I wouldn't fault them for that, but... Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, eat missiles. Oh. A Groby, how cheeky. Oh crap. Yeah, okay, I'll try to tell the... Oh, that's right, my teammate has the Gundam X, that's right, that's why we're down so many points. I mean, nothing against the Gundam X, but, you know, if you give a high-cost mobile suit to an AI companion that, you know, tends to fumble with it, it's not a good combination. But yeah, Zeta Supremacy, indeed. And of course, it is the egg guy time. It is time for glorious egg guy. Oh, that's probably the best impression of, you know, that accent that I can do. Now, come to think of it, I can technically, like, if I wasn't, you know, too worried about YouTube fucking with the embeds and such, I wouldn't mind running the. I wouldn't mind playing Freebird on full volume and just, you know, going full send with the good old camper, you know. Going camping. Oh no. Well, trying to use the general Slavic accents to add a bit of immersiveness to a certain Zeon alcoholic. Oh crap. Yeah. My guy game got a little rusty, but admittedly that's because I misjudged the, you know, the optimal distance, because yeah. Oddly enough, this is a very neutral heavy game. Just like the old games, just like the new games. But of course I am an expert at memorizing certain rules and certain things, like what to do, and then you know, failing to remember them in very in the most you know, in the most inconvenient occasions. Yes, you can take down the double O Razor in battle and just an egg guy, even though I lost a couple of units at that time. But let's see, what was the... Oh yeah, the camper. You know, while I obviously wouldn't be blaring, you know, Freebird at full volume, though I am very tempted to do so. Oh crap, I accidentally tapped the save state thing. But, you know, just saying that, it doesn't sound half bad as a, you know, way to play. Oh, like, probably the only thing that, you know, kind of trips me up on this camphor is the fact that, you know, while in the newer games the camphor's shotgun is the sub-weapon, and this one is the melee weapon, so you kind of have to plan accordingly. Oh crap. You see, this is what I mean by plan accordingly. If you don't, then you're gonna get sodomized by the Epion. Which, you know, that is It's not the optimal outcome, suffice to say. Oh crap! Yeah. Fortunately, the down value gauge is keeping me alive, because I would be pretty much dead if the old Epion. Of course, I do have melee, which I can follow up on with shotguns, but at the same time, I'd be trying my luck. I mean, look at it. I mean, force down. Crap. Oh! Holy shit. I mean, that Epion did take out of it, but I thought for certain that I was going to go belly up, shall we say. Yeah. Eat some of those chain mines. Oh! You haven't had enough? Oh, crap. I might be nearing the end of this machine's lifespan. Call an ambulance. But not for me! Oh, crap. Oh, that's right, I used the chain mine on a Zeon head. Booyah! Yeah, well. I guess one more round and then I'll do, well, this. As you know, as Lolly likes to say, you know, then I'll switch over. So, I mean, the 5 Sallies is fun with the Mario jumps, but yeah, let's let's run the OG GUF custom. So this is, so to all the EX versus kids, this is why the GUF custom is better in the EX versus, because it isn't pigeonholed into a very specific playstyle where you have to. Oh, hi there. Dear enemy mobile suit, I've come to reach you about your mobile suit's extended warranty. Oh, guess what? Got you from a dead angle. Oh. I mean, it would be fun if that was a shooting guard, but no. And I caught his assist again. Well, well. Ah, crap. I tried to do the, you know, sword dive, but nope. Oh, well. I can always just... at least I got the force down off of that. Ah, crap. But, yeah. Sometimes things work out, and sometimes the lack of full steps and things of that nature is a general pain to the point where, you know, where you get juggled and treated like a disposable rag, covered in a very very suspicious substance, but that is, it do be how it be. Doobie doobie doobie. Also, oh nice, I got a stab off, at least one. Oh, gotcha. Get shit on the blow, Gundam. Goofy boy, yes. The Goof custom is a very goofy boy. The Norris is a very goofy boy. And, yeah. Also, fun thing, you know what? I think I'm actually gonna go for at least one more. I'm gonna run, you know, Merida. Also, yes, it it has the bell pepper mode. In case you're wondering, yes it does. Also, it has its moveset behave rather oddly in certain scenarios. So, oh. Alright. I guess the cannon is a good get off of me thing. Oh. I mean, I wanted to... Oh. Get a grab on. And I got knocked down by this annoying ground Gundam, but yeah, very good work on the part of the Visalis, because funnily enough, oh crap, I forgot. Well, I didn't forget to, but going into the bell pepper form usually takes a little more time, so obviously there are certain things that, for example, you know, this is how long it took me to, you know, become bell pepper. And yeah, I just the moment I start playing another game, the viewership increases by 1. Oh my. Yeah, well, I mean, it is the tail end of the stream. It's such a shame that, you know, I'm streaming at such times that, you know, I can't really drag it out for too long. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, maybe I'll, at some point, I'll try to run another, you know, Gundam game marathon. Yeah, that would honestly be pretty fun. Alright, so, I mean, we're about, what? Around 3 minutes from, you know, the usual time I'm calling it, so, I'm gonna swap on over to the end screen. I'm gonna turn on the gallery mode in, this one. I'm gonna try and... I'll try to find a decent outro. Oh, there's actually a good good track. Gonna try and set the sound to... Oh, it is at max. Then in that case, okay, where's the gallery? Yeah, I'll set the... Oh yeah, this is gonna be the outro theme. Alright, see ya! I appreciate you, you know, hopping on, tuning in, and this is Shirt Lad, signing out.